Hey guys, welcome back to 2 Minute Coder. Today we're doing LeetCode problem 74, which is search 2D matrix. So just take a moment to pause the video and read the question. All right, so moving on to the solution, what we're going to do first is initialize our 2 pointers. So we're going to have int I, which is going to equal to 0, and int j, which is going to equal to the matrix at its first array, length of that, -1. So this is going to denote the number of rows or rows, and this is going to denote columns. Now this will make sense in a bit. Okay, so while I is less than matrix.length and j is greater than or equal to 0, we are going to do our binary search. Right, so I is going to be less than matrix.length because we are going to search again through the rows. Okay, so I is going to represent our row pointer. Okay, and why did I do matrix.length? Because matrix is an integer array, or it is an array of integer arrays, right? So it's going to count the number of arrays present, right? It's not going to count each value in each array, right? But our j, which denotes the columns, our int j, is going to go into the first integer array of matrix and take out its length. So it's going to search the number of columns that are going to be present in each row. Right, so that's why we are starting at the first column and the last row of that first column. Okay, so once we do our binary search, we can either have one of 3 outcomes, right? Once we find our target, which is going to be if matrix at I and j, or matrix at a specific row and column, is equal to target, then we return true. Otherwise, if matrix at the specific row and column is greater than our target, then we decrement our column pointer, and else if our target is greater than our matrix value, then we are going to increment our column pointer. And if we do not find our target within this while loop, then we return false. Now, why have I done this? As you know, we start from the first row's last column, right? So that's 7. Once we search 7, because we know that each row is in non-decreasing order, and that the first column of a row is going to be greater than the last column of its previous row, we can look at 7 and evaluate it against target. If target is less than 7, which it is in this case, our target is 3, then we know that our target is going to be present in this specific row. Okay, because it can't be in the next rows because it's less than this last value, right? But if, say for example, our target is 11, or say it's 13. Okay, let's look at this example. Our target is 13. Once we look at 7 and evaluate that 7 is less than 13, we know that it's going to not be in this first row. It's going to be in any subsequent rows, right? So we're going to, again, keep our pointer, our column pointer as it is, but we're just going to increment our row pointer and go to the next row down. Okay, now we see that the value is 20, right? We know that 13 is less than 20, so we know to search this specific row, and we can forget about the other rows. But unfortunately 13 is not in any of these values, so we are going to exit this while loop because we are going to just search the entire row, and our row is going to pass 0 because it's not going to find the value, and we'll come out of this while loop and return false. Okay, but if it's 11, then we'll find it once our column pointer starts decrementing. Right, so let's just run this, and that's fine. Submit. Yeah, great. So that was LeetCode problem 74. Hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe for more.